For weather conditions are not ideal, but the show must go on here in our Madden 22 franchise with the Philadelphia Eagles. Today's Week 5 matchup sees the Eagles head out to Carolina to face off against the Panthers. Both teams are currently 2-2 on the season. The Eagles suffered a tough loss against the Kansas City Chiefs last week, 36-34, and look to get back on the win column today. Of course, the big storyline going into this game is the weather. Heavy rain. So because of that, I think we really need to focus on running the ball, getting Miles Sanders and the rest of the ball carriers involved early. And if we do that, I think our offense can put us in a good position to win the game. On defense, we have to focus on stopping the run, which probably would be the game plan anyway, regardless of the rain. But now the Panthers have even more incentive to just give it to Christian McCaffrey all the time, who is one of the best playmakers in the NFL. So if we can run the ball well and stop the run, I think we can really absolutely win this game. So as you may notice on the bottom, that we have trade offers for Zach Ertz. I put him on the trade block last week. I want to see what I can get for him. Zach Ertz is one of the greatest Philadelphia Eagles of all time, but his role is pretty much diminished this year. He only has 6 catches through 4 games. He's on the last year of his contract as well. And to be quite frank, I think this is the best move for both parties. For Ertz, get him an opportunity to play on a possible contender and, more importantly, be the starting tight end. So I want to do a realistic trade offer that makes sense. I don't want to totally fleece a team, but I also want to get some picks this year. The trade offers that make the most sense are from Carolina and Dallas, but I don't really want to do either of those because we literally play the Panthers today. And I obviously can't send Zach Ertz to Dallas because every Eagles fan in existence would put my head on a throne, and to be honest, rightfully so. So I wanted to peruse through the trade block, see if I found a young player I liked, and I did. I stumbled upon linebacker Akeem Davis-Gaither, a second-year pro out of Appalachian State, who doesn't seem to be getting much playing time with the Bengals. The Bengals were one of the teams who offered us a Zach Ertz trade on the block, so I think this makes sense. And boom, we have a deal. Zach Ertz is going to the Bengals for Akeem Davis-Gaither and a 5th-round pick in this year's draft. So we do add another draft pick. We get a young player who the Bengals clearly don't value. However, I believe Akeem Davis-Gaither can be a really solid player for us. He's going to start as our left outside linebacker, and he'll also get snaps in sub-packages as well. Zach Ertz will get an opportunity to shine in Cincinnati with Joe Burrow and company, and for now, Richard Rodgers will be the backup tight end, although I wouldn't mind calling someone up from a practice squad like Hakeem Butler or Tyree Jackson. So let's go into this game. The Zach Ertz era in Philadelphia is unfortunately no more. I think when it's all said and done, his number 86 will be retired in the rafters, but right now we have to focus on the current team and the current game at hand. Heavy rainfall is predicted to be pouring down throughout the entire game. And by the way, there are 17 mile-per-hour winds today, so it's going to be really tough for both teams throwing the football and even more so kicking and punting it. Expect this to be an ugly football game, but sometimes the ugliest games are the most exciting. Let's get this one underway. Eagles and Panthers, which team will become over 500 following this week? Let's find out. Carolina starting with the football. First play from scrimmage. Christian McCaffrey going to line out as a wideout. He is a weapon, not only as a runner, but also as a receiver, so look out. Nice throw from Sam Darnold. He gets it to Dan Arnold. Hey, that kind of rhymed. To the 41-yard line. The Eagles have had a hard time against tight ends this season, so we'll see if Dan Arnold can have a big game today. First down, Sam Darnold looking to throw it. He is sacked. Fletcher Cox quickly in the backfield. It's no surprise that Cox has been a force to be reckoned with this season. Last week against Kansas City, he had 2 sacks, one of which went for a fumble return touchdown. He is now up to 4 sacks on the season. 2nd and 23, Darnold looking to throw it. He's under more pressure, and again it's Fletcher Cox with the sack. Back-to-back sacks for Fletcher Cox, who now has 5 on the season, 4 in the past game and like an extra minute and a half. And now it's 3rd down and 35. The Panthers need a miracle pretty much. And, well, Darnold kind of floated it up. Hope he got lucky, and he did not. Anthony Harris with the interception, his first of the year. And the Eagles will force the turnover, and now we get a look at the offense. The Eagles scored 34 points last week, but the offense really was never consistent. The defense forced 4 turnovers in that game to constantly give them good field position, and it seemed like the Eagles settled for field goals too many times, so we need to see a better game out of Jalen Hurts, and the Eagles are definitely going to need to run the ball well in order to win this one. 3rd and 4, Hurts looking for Devontae Smith. It is broken up by the fellow first-round rookie, J.C. Horn, the corner out of South Carolina, forces the ball out, so the Eagles do not capitalize off the turnover, and the Panthers get it back. You may notice Fletcher Cox is in the zone, so look out as Christian McCaffrey goes up the middle for a gain of 23. I guess Fletcher Cox being in the zone didn't really help on that play, and now sure enough, he is out of the zone. 2nd down and 3 now for Carolina. Sam Darnold will hand it off for Christian McCaffrey, and he is stuffed up behind the line of scrimmage by Akeem Davis-Gaither in his first game as a Philadelphia Eagle, making a quick impact. That is great to see. I definitely believe he can be a long-term piece in this defense, and he's definitely going to get an opportunity to play. 3rd and 4, screen for McCaffrey. Great tackle by Josh Sweat. Did he get the stop? He does. A shoestring tackle by Josh Sweat to prevent Carolina from getting the first down. That looked like an easy gain of 10 or 15 yards, but Josh Sweat gets Christian McCaffrey by the heel of his foot to make the tackle and force a Panther punt. What a play. 3rd and 7 now for the Eagles offense. Hurts under a lot of pressure, goes short for Gainwell. He does not get the first down. Good job by Brian Burns to quickly get in the backfield, and the former Philadelphia Eagles standout Malcolm Jenkins was there with the tackle. So on 4th and 2, the Eagles are going to go for the punt, and it's a pretty good punt by Aaron Sipos, but it only goes to about the 50. You know why? Because of these ridiculous winds. 17 miles an hour, as I said earlier. The wind is going to make a huge impact, as shown on that play. 3rd and 6, it's David Moore wide open to the 21. That was a bad play by Akeem Davis-Gaither. He should have covered him, but he is fast enough to quickly make that tackle and prevent what could have been a really big play. 3rd and 3 now from the 14 for the Panthers. Darnold looking to throw it. He's going to go short, and it's again caught by David Moore to the 5-yard line for a first down. And the Panthers are quickly marching on the doorstep, but they're having a tough time here on the goal line punching it in. 3rd and goal now from the 4. Darnold is going to look to throw it, and it will go in the back of the end zone, incomplete. Again, the intended target on the play was David Moore. So it's 4th and goal. It's going to be a chip shot field goal here for the Carolina Panthers, only from around 21 yards out, but it's a fake! P.J. Walker, the XFL standout, will take it into the end zone himself for a touchdown. What a gutsy call by Coach Matt Rule and company to fake the field goal inside the 5-yard line, and to their credit, it worked. Final play of the first quarter, it's a screen for Gainwell, who's wide open. The Panthers just decided not to cover Kenneth Gainwell. I don't know why. He gains 37 yards and brings it to the Carolina 38. That'll do it for the first quarter. As expected, there's been a lot of defense in this game. The Carolina Panthers currently up top 7-0, but the Eagles just had their biggest offensive play of the game. That's actually their first down of the entire game, and we'll see if they'll be able to capitalize. On to the second quarter, 2nd and 5. It's a strike up the middle for Devontae Smith. He gains 16 yards, bringing it to the 16, and a Philadelphia first down. Devontae Smith continuing his very impressive rookie season. 2nd and 6 now, back to Smith, this time in the end zone for a touchdown. Great throw by Hurts, tough grab by Devontae Smith, his 3rd receiving touchdown of the season. And the Philadelphia Eagles are going to tie it up at 7. The Eagles' offense before this drive really showed nothing today, and I think many Eagles fans were probably a little bit worried of what was to come, but a really good drive there from Jalen Hurts and company to get down the field and help the Eagles take the lead. Carolina has it back, and they're going to try to answer quickly. Dan Arnold all the way to the 18-yard line, a gain of 57 yards, eventually tackled by Eric Wilson. So clearly the Panthers are coming out with a vengeance, and it seems like their offense is going to quickly try to get the lead back. 2nd and 7, it's Christian McCaffrey. Is he in? Not quite, but he does get it to the 1, and the Panthers are awfully close to this end zone. They should be able to punch it in here on 1st and goal. We'll see if they'll do it. The Panthers had trouble in the red zone last time, but this time they have no problem. Christian McCaffrey with the touchdown, and the Panthers will regain the lead very quickly. It's now 14-7. So it appears the Panthers offense has figured things out with back-to-back strong possessions. We'll see if the Eagles can answer back once again. Play action fake. Hurts under pressure. He is sacked. He tried to escape the pocket but could not. Hassan Reddick was there with the play. It looked like another defender helped bring him down as well. 2nd and 13, another play action fake, but this time it works. Dallas Goedert brings it to the 42. And now that Zach Ertz has been traded, Dallas Goedert no longer has to hide behind his shadow. And Goedert, if he keeps playing the way he is, he's going to be the long-term tight end of the future. Miles Sanders now with a great run at the 45-yard line. Sanders has been a little bit quiet so far, but hey, maybe he can sort of break out of his funk after that run. Now from the 41, 3rd and 6, Hurts gets it to Richard Rodgers, who is the new second-string tight end. Now, he's probably not going to have as big of a role as Zach Ertz has had while being the second-string tight end, but expect Richard Rodgers to still have an opportunity to make plays. 2nd and 8 now on the read option. Nice run for Jalen Hurts. He gains around 11 yards, and the Eagles now have it in the red zone. Remember when this was a defense game? Yeah, I remember that, but it feels like that was forever ago because now both offenses are on fire. Hurts is incomplete. Now it's 4th and 7. It's a 30-yard field goal attempt for Jake Elliott, and the kick is no good. The wind blew it left. Jake Elliott has not missed a kick all year, but the weather says we're not letting that one go in. Here at the 2-minute warning, the Panthers lead at 14-7, trying to extend their lead before the end of the half. 3rd and 8, Sam Darnold looking to throw it. He can't really find anybody, so he's going to throw it away. Great coverage on that play by Philadelphia, and the offense will get it back with another opportunity to try to score. 3rd and 9, Hurts connects with Devontae Smith, who makes a nice play after the catch, gaining around 25 yards, and Philadelphia is now definitely in field goal range, and normally I'd say, hey, that's a good thing because Jake Elliott is great, but with this weather, you never know. Nice juke move on 2nd down by Goedert for a gain of 10. Eagles call a timeout number 2. With 37 seconds left, they are running out of time, but they should be able to score without any issues. 2nd and goal. Kerryon Johnson loses 2. The Eagles are forced to call their final timeout. So now on 3rd and goal at the 4, the Eagles kind of have to throw it. Hurts needs a quick pass to the end zone, and that's exactly what he's going to do. It's Jalen Reagor with his first receiving touchdown of the season, and the Eagles are going to tie it up with 8 seconds left to go in the first half. Jalen Hurts knew he had to get rid of the ball quickly. He could not let it stay in play because the clock would run out. Great throw, great grab by Reagor, and the Eagles will tie it up at 14. It has been a really good game of football. In the first quarter, it was all about defense. In the second quarter, it was the opposite, all about offense. Let's take a look at some games around the league. Starting in Landover, Maryland, the Washington football team is struggling against the 0-4 New Orleans Saints, trying to get their first win of the year. Trevor Lawrence with 3 first-half touchdowns as the Jacksonville Jaguars are currently ahead of Tennessee, 21-7. And then in Minnesota, we've got an early season tank bowl between the Lions and the Vikings. Minnesota up 14-17. So if the Saints win today and the Lions lose, the only winless teams in the entire league will be the Lions and the Rams, who lost on Thursday Night Football against the Seahawks. So it looks like the Detroit Lions are going to have 2 very high draft picks because keep in mind they do have the Rams' first-round pick this year. So the game plan, not really going to change. Focus on running the ball on offense. Focus on stopping the run on defense because whoever runs the ball better, I think, in the second half is going to be the team who wins the game. Eagles starting with possession, 3rd and 10. Trying to get it to Greg Ward, but it's broken up. Should have been intercepted, but Carolina will get it back as it's 3rd and 1 from the 34. Play action fake. Sam Darnold looking to throw it. Darnold going to take a deep shot downfield, and it is caught by Darius Slay for the interception. Slay trying to do some damage on the return, still has it, and he's eventually tackled by Anderson at the 46-yard line. Darius Slay with back-to-back weeks of getting an interception. It looked like Slay baited Darnold into thinking Robbie Anderson was going to be open, but Slay won the jump ball there, snagging the ball out of Robbie Anderson's hands. There aren't many better jump ball receivers in the NFL than Robbie Anderson, but not on that play. Eagles with the ball back, 2nd and 2. Jalen Hurts going to look to throw it with an out route for Reagor, and they'd say he was not in bounds, but it really looked like he was, and the Eagles are going to throw out the challenge flag. Let's take a look at the replay here. That was very close, but to be honest, I really think Jalen Reagor got both feet in bounds with possession of the ball. The play would stand, the Eagles would lose a timeout, but I think that's a bad call by the officials. It really looked like Jalen Reagor had it before he was out. So, questionable call by the refs, and it's now 3rd and 2. Eagles down to 2 timeouts, and they no longer have a challenge for the rest of the game. Miles Sanders does get a first down, so it's all good. The Eagles will keep the football. 3rd and 6 now. Hurts looking to throw it. Under pressure from Burns. Short pass for Devontae Smith. He gets maybe a yard. Quick tackle by Malcolm Jenkins. And the Eagles are going to send the field goal unit out. A 55-yard attempt for Jake Elliott. He missed a chip shot earlier, but he's better from deep. The kick, however, is short. That time it was accurate, but the wind blew it back. The weather clearly does not like Jake Elliott today. Remember, he made 5 field goals last week. He was automatic, but today he is 0 for 2 on field goals, and Carolina has it with the game still being tied. 2nd and 10. Darnold under pressure. He is sacked again. Josh Sweat with the sack. Brandon Graham also credited with half a sack as well. And that would lead to a 3rd down and 24 for Carolina. The Eagles pretty much just have to play prevent defense here and not let the Panthers get the 1st down. Short throw for Christian McCaffrey, and he gets a nice gain of around 16 yards, which normally is good, but that's not enough for the 1st down. Nice tackle by Anthony Harris, and the Eagles get it back with the game still being tied at 14. And as you can see by the momentum bar, the Eagles have almost all of it at the moment. Miles Sanders breaks a tackle, still in bounds, and he brings it to the 48-yard line, and the Eagles now officially have all of the momentum with both of their things on. Now one of them is off again as it is 3rd and 9, 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Hurts trying to get it to Smith. It's intercepted by Shaq Thompson. I get what Jalen Hurts was trying to do there. I think he was trying to throw it behind Thompson and hope Devontae Smith could make the play. But that decision really backfired. I think Jalen Hurts trusted his accuracy a little bit too much on that play. And now Carolina has it back. It's a wheel route for Christian McCaffrey, quickly tackled by Seymour. But he does get it to the 50-yard line, and he does get a Panther 1st down. Very next play, Darnold is picked off! Darius Slay with his 2nd interception of the quarter. And both of these quarterbacks cannot stop throwing it to the other team, particularly Sam Darnold, who's been picked off 3 times today. 3 interceptions combined here in the 3rd quarter, and it keeps on getting worse for the offense. Miles Sanders loses 2, wrapped up by Shaq Thompson. So the 1st quarter was all about defense. The 2nd quarter was all about offense. And in the 3rd quarter, it's not just about defense, but it's also the turnovers that are ruling this game. 3rd and 12, Jalen Hurts keeps it on the run. He got it. Great play by Jalen Hurts to kind of put his body on the line there to make sure he got the 1st down. And the Eagles will keep the chains moving. From the 31, it's a handoff for Kenneth Gainwell, who finds the hole. Great play and great patience in the backfield by Kenneth Gainwell, who gains 15 yards. Gainwell has had quite a few really big plays in this game. That'll do it for the 3rd quarter. No score change. It's still 14-14. But the Eagles do have it in the red zone as they try to possibly take the lead. First play of the 4th quarter, it's a short throw for Jalen Reagor. Now, other than the touchdown, I will say Reagor's been pretty quiet today. Probably his worst game of the year, even though he did score. 3rd and goal, Hurts looking to throw it, tries to get it for Ward, but the pass is offline. So that'll send the field goal unit out. This is a 21-yard attempt for Elliott, easier than an extra point. And it does go in, so Jake Elliott does get a field goal, although I will say it is pretty hard to miss that kick, even with 17-mile-per-hour winds. So the Eagles now have the lead, 17-14. Carolina has it back on 2nd and 10, as that pass is going to be caught. Nice grab by Robbie Anderson. Him and Seymour are chopping it up after the play. Good pressure by Brandon Graham, but obviously the Panthers still get the 1st down. On 3rd and 10, it's a short throw for McCaffrey, who does not get the 1st down. This Panthers offense in the 2nd half has been about as bad as you can possibly be. So the Eagles get it back with the lead. On 3rd and 7, Jalen Hurts is sacked. Brian Burns quickly into the backfield to make the play. And it's really both offenses who have struggled in the 2nd half. I mean, at least the Eagles have points, but it's not like they have much to show for it. On 1st down, Darnold up the middle for David Moore. I'd like to point out that DJ Moore today has done virtually nothing. I don't think I've said his name once. He's been super quiet, which is a really big surprise. Robbie Anderson as well has not done a whole lot too. 3rd and 7, McCaffrey wide open. Akeem Davis-Gaither was not able to get to him quick enough. It looks like he ran into one of his teammates, and, well, McCaffrey's able to get the 1st down. The Panthers are finally starting to move it. They are getting pretty close to field goal range. Darnold on 1st down is going to be sacked. Brandon Graham now has 1.5 sacks on the game. That's a huge defensive play because now that backs them up to the 44, and they're going to need to get a good 10 or 15 yards to put themselves back in a good field goal position. They will not get 10 or 15 yards. Instead, they get 2. So the Eagles will now get the ball back. Carolina obviously has to punt it. And now that we're in the chew clock stage of the game, this is where game planning around the run can really pay off. And hey, that's a good start. Miles Sanders gets around 11. Now on first down, Jalen Hurts is going to look to throw it, and he will go deep for Devontae Smith. Smith with a juke move inside the 35. Don't expect too many passes, but the Eagles do want to mix it up every once in a while. That will bring us to the 2-minute warning here in the fourth quarter. Can Philadelphia hold on, or can Carolina pull off a late-game miracle? 17-14, Eagles on top. The Panthers are going to have to start using their timeouts now as on 2nd and 1. Hurts keeps it on the read option. He gets the first down, but he's going to be out of bounds. So Carolina does get to keep their timeout, but the Eagles do move the chains, and I think a touchdown virtually ends this game. Miles Sanders breaks a tackle. Sanders gets the first down all the way to the 6. What a run by Miles Sanders, and the Panthers now have to feel like they're in real trouble. 2nd and goal. Sanders again with the handoff, gets nothing. The goal line defense for Carolina is really looking good here as the Panthers call their last timeout. The Eagles just have to keep running the ball. They cannot throw it, as on 3rd and goal, it's a loss of 2 for Kenneth Gainwell. So 4th and goal at the 4. Interesting call here, but the Eagles are going to go for it. They want to try to end this game now, and that's not going to happen. Miles Sanders gets nothing, so Carolina gets it back. All they need is a field goal to tie, but they don't have any timeouts, and they're starting at the 4-yard line. So already they're in a pretty bad position, but they still do have a chance to win this game. On first down, it's a short throw for David Moore. That was a bad decision because it was a pass up the middle of the field, and it takes a good 10 seconds off the clock. 3rd and 2 now. Darnold looking to throw it. Under pressure, he is sacked right in front of the end zone by Josh Sweat. On the final play of the game, Darnold just keeps it himself. Why didn't he try to take a shot downfield? Tackled by Kayvon Wallace at the 1, and the ball game is over. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to win this one 17-14. Indeed, it was an ugly game. Only 3 points combined in the entire second half. But hey, at the end of the day, a win is a win for the Eagles. They will improve to 3-2, and the Panthers fall to 2-3. I don't even really feel like this is so much that the Eagles won. Carolina completely sold in the second half. Sam Darnold was not good in this game. I know the score says 17-7 there. Madden's been like buggy with the scores, so they're not counting PJ Walker's touchdown for whatever reason, but at least they're messing with the other team's stats and not ours. But as I said, Sam Darnold was not good in this game. Jalen Hurts was pretty solid despite the weather. But the reason why I say Carolina sold was because Christian McCaffrey, who ran the ball quite well in the first half, did not get a single carry in the second half. Yeah. Miles Sanders had a good game, though, 25 for 108. But they didn't run the ball once in the second half. I guess if you count that last play with and then the final seconds when Darnold just kept it himself and gained nothing. But what is this game planning? You have maybe the best running back in the league, and you don't run it once in the second half when it's raining, winding, and your quarterback sucks. McCaffrey was big in the receiving game in the second half, I will say that. Devontae Smith was the Eagles' best receiver today. Nobody else really stood out. But this was a defensive game. Both defenses were really impressive, particularly the Eagles. Shout out to Akeem Davis-Gaither, 8 tackles, 2 for a loss. He wasn't perfect, but he played pretty well. 2 sacks for Fletcher Cox, 1.5 for Graham, 1.5 for Sweat, and then for Carolina, Burns, Rankins, Brown, and Reddick all got in the backfield. 2 interceptions today for Darius Slay, who was up to 3 on the season. Thompson and Harris had 1, and then Jake Elliott had by far his worst game of the year, considering he actually missed a kick. Now, I can't blame him for the weather, and I will say he has still been outstanding this year, but he did miss a kick from like 25 yards out, so I can't really give him too much benefit of the doubt. So let's take a look at the pop-up message to talk about the end of the game. Who do we want to give credit to, the running backs or the offensive line? I think both the running backs and the offensive line were really good today, but I want to give more credit to the running backs because particularly Miles Sanders, but Kenneth Gainwell as well, both of them were put in sticky situations at certain times and made big plays out of nothing. Particularly Miles Sanders, who had a few really big runs towards the end of the game, but I obviously want to give the O-line credit too. So we have a lot to talk about going into our Week 6 game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which is on Thursday Night Football. They are 5-0, the only undefeated team in the league, and Tom Brady might be having his best year yet. 1,600 yards, 17 touchdowns, 1 interception. We have our hands full against Brady, who many people believe is the greatest player of all time. We know this Buccaneers roster is loaded, and we have quite a few things to talk about early in next episode. We have a breakout challenge. The GM also wants to spotlight a prospect, and I will introduce you guys to the draft class pretty soon. It's almost done, so probably by the time I record next episode, it will be finished. And we're probably going to have our first prospect profiles very soon. So I hope you guys are excited for that. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Peace out.